One of the many great things about NAELA is the fact that NAELA has what we call the aspirational standards. And I think that really is critical for elder law attorneys and makes NAELA unique. I know, Stu, you've been really involved in both the first and second iterations of the aspirational standards.
Absolutely. When I was the president of NAELA in 2004, 2005, the cornerstone of my administration was carrying on the work that our member Gregory French had started with the Professionalism and Ethics Committee to begin to create a set of aspirational standards. And they're important because our clients are different. We're dealing with at-risk seniors. We're dealing with their families. We're dealing with situations that a traditional trust and estates lawyer or a civil practitioner do not experience. And the way we interact with our clients, the way we interact with their families, the traditional distinction of one lawyer, one client, one case doesn't exist in our world. And the range of issues that our clients face is not a breach of contract or a PI case of an automobile accident. When I'm meeting with a client family, we can cover 17 different areas of law in a 2-hour meeting, and how we interact with the members of the family who want to be there, how we interact with a senior who may be beginning to suffer some deficits, how we interact with a person who's been injured and now has disabilities is totally different. And what we needed to do with the aspirational standards was create a set of guidelines, not rules. They are aspirational standards, ways that we can aspire to become better lawyers and to serve our clients better. And it has been such a privilege to work with Greg and the rest of the committee in making it happen the first time around, and now in the new iteration that was just adopted in 2017. It's one of the proudest accomplishments I've had in my professional life.
As well you should, because in the law practice, there's a great emphasis on professionalism. It's really important, and a lot of these, both state and national bars, are emphasizing the importance of professionalism. Well, NAELA, we don't just emphasize it, we implement it.
The aspirational standards are such an amazing part of NAELA's core values, and they really make us so unique. I do not believe there's any other organization that has aspirational standards. Other organizations may have practice tips, or they may have some sort of commentaries on the rules that exist, or even best practices, but they don't have anything that says, we're aspiring to be better and better. And that's what the aspirational standards really say. The aspirational standards say, look, here is where we would like you, individual lawyer, to move forward in your practice. Here's some things you might want to think about to do differently that you might not have even thought about, that'll make you a better lawyer, will make your service to your client even better, and will really show the community who elder law attorneys are. So I think that aspirational standards really make us very unique. And obviously we're very excited about the new edition. Yes. We got to work on it together, so the second edition is coming out, and so we're very excited about that. But what do you think, aspirational standards?
Yeah, they have taught me how to be a better elder law attorney and how to be better for my clients. And because there is so much that goes into creating the standards and pulling from everybody's experience and knowledge, you get to benefit from all of that based on the standards. And I don't think any other organization has that for their members.
Yeah, and I think what's nice about the standards is that we have the standards, but really the good stuff is in the commentary, right? Because the comments to the aspirational standards really dig down deep into really how do you take this kind of vague standard and operate in the real world with it. So what's nice about the aspirational standards is they're not like the model rules of professional conduct, right? The model rules of professional conduct, you kind of look at them and they go, no, they don't give you any guidance. Our standards, I believe, really guide you in the day-to-day operation. One scholar said one time that the model rules of professional conduct are to a lawyer what a Valentine is to a heart surgeon, right? It didn't give you a lot of information. But our aspirational standards, they really kind of fill in, right? Fill in where the gaps are. So I think that that's what makes them an amazing part of our organization.
They do, and the standards and the comments, they bring a practical and a human touch to what we do every day.
I think that's right. And they're just going to get better because we're hoping to annotate them so that within the standards themselves, people will be able to find specific resources. We're going to write some law review articles about the aspirational standards, so they're a living and breathing document, we hope.